Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel The Sarthak Show, where we discuss about tech, career, product and life. And आज के स्पेशल पॉडकास्ट सीरीज में we have Nidhi with us. She is working as a senior software developer at Adobe. And today we will discuss in this part one specifically more about her life journey, how she was able to crack this opportunity, what are the various things that she did, and what was her interview experience, what are the questions that were asked in her interview, and how you can prepare to crack all those amazing interviews. So stay tuned till the end of this video to know more about her life story and her life journey. If you have not even subscribed to this channel yet, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon near that so that you get a notification every time I put a new video. Without further ado, let's start with it. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special guest with us, Nidhi. She's working as a senior software developer at Adobe. And today we will learn about her work experience at an MNC. And thank you so much, Nidhi, for coming in for this podcast and taking this time out. So over to you. Can you share a little bit about yourself and your professional experiences?
Sure. Thanks, Sarthak, for inviting me here. It's just wonderful to come here and share my journey with you guys. Hi, my name is Nidhi. I am working as a senior software developer, SDE2 at Adobe, and for the last 2.5 or maybe nearly 3 years now. And the journey has been great. I mean, I got to learn a lot of things here, personally and professionally. I've grown a lot here. So yeah.
So great to hear that. So since you are working at an MNC, people generally want to know about how the things work at MNC. What has been your experience working at an MNC? Like what kind of things that you like or that you don't like about?
I mean, I was very much new to MNC. This is my first job. I started as a fresher here. After I got placed in fourth year itself, like Adobe visited our campus in October around, and we had the hiring process continued up till December. So December was the time when I got my first job at Adobe, and we started pretty much in June. In MNC, it's kind of the similar nature maybe in any other company. It's not very different here. Just the fact, you have your reporting manager to whom you just share your aspirations. You have to be aligned with him in terms of goals and tasks, and any challenge that you might face, you just share, and they are very helpful people. They guide you, they support you, encourage you. They give feedback in terms of how you can grow better, how you can deliver and tasks on time, be more productive. Hierarchy wise, talking about hierarchy in the companies, it might vary from company to company. But if I talk about Adobe, it is like SD1, SD2, 3, and then computer scientists and all that.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I think working and you're liking this, or that there is a good, clear hierarchy over there, which is very similar to the outside world. So yeah, great to hear that. And moving forward, how was your interview experience at Adobe? Like, what were the things that you faced? What kind of rounds and what kind of questions were asked? So if you can shed some light on that.
Sure. So basically, as I told, it was like I was in fourth year when the company visited us. It was an on-campus pool drive, and so basically, first of all, they filtered. There was resume shortlisting. They filtered on the basis of that. So there were certain rules, or what you call that, criterias of filtering. Both BTech, some branches, say IT, CSE, and EC. In our college, and MTech people, they were also allowed to sit in the interview, and so they kept this criteria that 70% in graduation and post graduation, if somebody is in post graduation, say, and 60% in 10th and 12th. So these are certain criteria, so on the basis of which, and certain others, that there should be no current backlog and all that. So on the basis of that, they filtered the resumes. Then we were made to give an online coding round. So basically that was aptitude plus coding round, 1 hour, 30 minutes for 2 coding questions plus some aptitude questions. So that was the first coding round. After that, they shortlisted quite a few, if I'm not wrong, 7 to 8 people for the interviews. And they called us on site for on site interviews in Noida office. That was such a wonderful office, and it was a great experience, first of all, to visit office and give interviews there. Otherwise, for an on campus, whenever companies come, to hire on campus only, तो कॉलेज में ही हो जाता है सारे के सारे इंटरव्यूज एंड ऑल. सो ये थोड़ी सी अलग बात थी, विच आई लाइक वेरी मच, कि ऑफिस देखने को मिला.
Perks of
So
pre-lockdown phase, at least.
right, definitely. So 3 rounds थे, technical rounds. तो back to back, वो every round was an elimination round. So you get to say first technical round. So जितने भी लोग गए थे, and मतलब it wasn't just कि हमारे कॉलेज को बुलाया गया था. It was like across, country. People were coming from different cities and states. And so 9 and 10, I think 10 o'clock it started, and every round के बाद we were either within 10-15 minutes they used to tell us कि you are going for the next round, and sorry, we cannot move forward ऐसे. So after every round, those rounds basically included different kinds of questions. Say for example, core computer science subjects, so DBMS, OS, ये वाले subjects. So अगर एक round में, जैसे first round में, it was not like कि first round में यही पूछेंगे. Say for example, first round में किसी से OS, DBMS वगैरह पूछ लिया, तो सेकेंड राउंड में उससे कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे, या रेज्यूमे बेस्ड पूछेंगे, या प्रोजेक्ट बेस्ड पूछेंगे, ऐसा चीज़ें थी. तो तीनों राउंड्स हुए, तीनों टेक्निकल राउंड्स. उसके बाद एक एचआर राउंड था. फिर वो सारे होने के बाद वी वर लाइक सेड कि मतलब द रिजल्ट्स वर नॉट अनाउंस देयर एंड देन एक हफ्ते टाइप के बाद उन्होंने रिजल्ट्स अनाउंस किए थे. सो या दैट्स प्रीटी मच इट.
Yeah, and congratulations. मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि phenomenal story over there, and in every kind of elimination round मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा nervousness होती है, and then you have to wait for 1 week to get the final results. तो मतलब काफ़ी ज़्यादा it takes a lot of patience in a way, and how to wait for that time, how to maintain that calm and composure. So kudos to you for that. So there is one particular question that I want to ask कि फॉर इंटरव्यूज जब जनरली कॉलेजेस में इंटर्नशिप जरूरी होती है, सो हाउ इज लाइक रोल ऑफ इंटर्नशिप इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर लेट्स से इन अ फुल टाइम इंटरव्यू और सम काइंड ऑफ सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया, रिज्यूम शॉर्टलिस्टिंग और समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो या
definitely internships matter a lot. Although मेरे पास internship नहीं थी, to be honest, I was not very clear in the second year. जब लोग बहुत ज़्यादा clear होते हैं इस चीज़ को लेके कि यही करना है, developer ही बनना है, इस तरह से जानना है, आगे नहीं पढ़ना, ये मतलब clarity उस वाइज. So I was not very clear कि मेरे को actually MNC में जाके job करनी है और ये सारी चीज़ें. So I was not very prepared, and I did not think about placements and all in second year. So इसीलिए यही रीज़न था कि मैंने इंटर्नशिप नहीं की, अप्लाई भी नहीं किया, मतलब बेसिकली. इन थर्ड ईयर आई गॉट वेरी सीरियस अबाउट द फैक्ट कि मेरे को प्लेसमेंट चाहिए, और वो भी अच्छी कंपनी में चाहिए. एंड आई स्टार्टेड, एंड देन आई वर्कड अराउंड, nearly around 1 year, 6 months to 1 year. I worked very hard. I got the FT roles and all. But internship plays a very important role, but mandatory नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं है कि उसके बिना कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Those people who get internship, it's wonderful, they are aware पहले से ही, but it doesn't mean कि internship जिसके पास नहीं है उसको ऐसा लगना चाहिए this is the end to the world. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. मतलब as long as you have the clarity that you want now, it's the right time, and you want to you've decided that you want a placement, so that is the right time for you to get started and start preparing for it. Those who have internship, they should mention clearly that this is the part of the project that they have worked on, because if you mention in your internship, they are not at all interested in कि आपने किसी बड़े company से internship किया. They are not looking for that. They are just looking for this is the project that you have done, and this is the part that you have done, and you understand it well. So if the questions are asked, उसके लिए उसके basis पे कि ये जो part आपने किया है उससे related questions होंगे, as long as you are able to answer those questions, it's great. But अगर आप उन questions का सही से answer नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब वो internship भी एक kind of negative impact create करेगा आपके लिए. तो ये एक बहुत important चीज़ है. दूसरी बात, अगर आपके पास internships नहीं है, तो it is mandatory for you to mention the projects. Say for example, जैसे मैंने internship नहीं करी थी तो मेरे पास 2-3 projects थे that I mentioned on the resume and with the tech stack and all, and they discussed around it. So basically resume is kind of first impression of yours on the interviewer. तो आप उसको कैसे उसको मतलब make sure that your resume is very good. उस पे जो चीज़ें लिखी है it should be very honest. तो वो बहुत honesty वाला जो resume है that creates an impact. As long as you are able to do justice to what you have written, I think. So that is something that creates impact and that is kind of वो बहुत positive आपके लिए मतलब prove होता है. So whatever projects I mentioned, I was able to code them क्योंकि they asked me very technical questions around it. उन्होंने मुझसे जैसे ऐसे पूछा. Firstly, they asked me to write the code snippets of certain parts of it, and I told them. Then they talked about कि इसकी complexity बता दो, इसका ये बता दो. And I was very क्योंकि मैंने वो projects खुद करे थे. नो मैटर कि वो कितने बड़े प्रोजेक्ट हैं और कितने छोटे प्रोजेक्ट हैं. जैसे ML/AI बहुत हॉट टॉपिक था उस टाइम, बट मैंने वो मेंशन करने की कोशिश नहीं करी. मैंने बहुत सिंपल प्रोजेक्ट्स रखे, बट वो कभी भी मैंने बहुत सारे मतलब इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट अडोबी, मैंने काफ़ी इंटरव्यूज उसके अलावा भी दिए, बट वो हमेशा मतलब पॉजिटिव ही रहे. रीज़न बीइंग बहुत ही मतलब ऑनेस्टी थी उसमें कि मैंने किए थे तो आई वाज एबल टू आंसर ऑल दोज क्वेश्चंस. दूसरा सिर्फ टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट नहीं, प्रोजेक्ट्स या इंटर्नशिप्स जो हैं उसके अराउंड आपसे सिचुएशनल क्वेश्चंस भी पूछते हैं. जैसे एज फार एज आई कैन रिमेंबर दे आस्क्ड मी सिचुएशनल क्वेश्चंस एज वेल कि व्हाइल वर्किंग ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट आपने मतलब व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस दैट यू फेस्ड, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट यू थिंक यू कैन डू बेटर उस प्रोजेक्ट को और अच्छा बनाने के लिए, ऐसी चीज़ें. सो सिचुएशनल क्वेश्चन मतलब ओवरऑल हाउ यू नो express your experience of working on the project, not just technically but soft skills as well.
Yeah, I think that is very true. मतलब काफी important point highlight हुआ कि it doesn't matter कि आपने internship कहाँ करी, as long as you are not able to show some tangible items against it कि मतलब आपने कौन से project पे work किया है, उस project में आपका क्या contribution था, and I think interviewer are experienced well enough to identify and judge कि कौन झूठ बोल रहा है, कौन सच बोल रहा है, कि इस project पे उसका कितना contribution है. So and it's very rare to see like we have been hearing a lot कि जब तक आप internship नहीं करोगे तब तक आपको full time job नहीं मिलेगी, you are not able to crack interviews. But it's so great to hear कि nothing is mandatory, nothing is as in very required for every part. आपके पास अगर right skills हैं, आपके पास वो capabilities हैं, then you can easily crack those interviews, right?
Sure.
मतलब as you mentioned projects थे, project में you have known कि आपने वो कैसे करा है. Honestly आपने 2-3 project mention करे, ऐसा नहीं करा कि hot topic ML/AI उठा लिया और बस लिख दिया. Right. So yeah, I think a very important learning for students out there कि if you don't have internship, go for projects and make those projects from yourself. Don't try to cheat or maybe copy paste it directly from anywhere source. Try to learn it, try to make it in your own way. जो challenges आएंगे, you will be able to answer those questions very well in interview, right?
I mean then only you'll be feeling like कि मेरा project है, मेरे को पता है code जब मैंने लिखा है तो you will definitely be facing a lot of challenges जो कि question बन के आएंगे definitely. तो वो you will be able to answer and you will be very happy explaining them because you have experienced them, you have dealt with those problems and come up with the solution. तो वो एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ हो जाएगी. Merely by the way you speak, the way you speak about the answer, I mean interviewer can very easily tell कि ये इसने ही करा है.
Correct.
So वो बात है.
I think that is so true कि मतलब आपके चेहरे पे एक अलग ही स्माइल है, कोई नर्वसनेस नहीं है, एक डिफरेंट लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस होता है जब आपने प्रोजेक्ट खुद से वर्क किया है एंड यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग दैट, क्योंकि यू नो इन एंड आउट ऑफ दिस प्रोजेक्ट आपने कैसे वर्क किया है, कहाँ पे चैलेंजेस आए थे, किस टेक्नोलॉजी पे वर्क किया है. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट व्हाइल एक्सप्लेनिंग. और उससे जो क्लैरिटी आएगी, उससे जो इंटरव्यूअर के मतलब एक इंप्रेशन बनेगा, दैट इज वेरी डिफरेंट कि आपका अगर कोई डिफरेंट कॉपीड प्रोजेक्ट है उससे या किसी फेक इंटर्नशिप है उससे ज़्यादा डिफरेंट एक ओपिनियन बनेगा. But I have a very interesting question over there. So there are people who are very introvert by nature or shy by nature. They have worked on projects, they have worked on internships, but it becomes slightly difficult to communicate or express their feelings or as in express their answer in the best way possible. So मतलब how do they communicate well if they don't know, I would say, if they don't know English very well, or if they are not very extrovert by nature, or they are shy, because that can be misunderstood as a nervousness if you are very shy, right? So what are your tips for that, or what are your learnings for that?
So basically, I think I will be able to relate to this question and explain it very well. Reason being, I have taught DS and Algo for around 8 to 9 months together at an institution, which basically prepares the students to for the placements and interviews only. So I got to deal with a lot of students there who were introvert, extrovert, and all kinds of people. So I think the only tips I would give to those people will be that it's not like you have to make relations there, like you have to be social there, right?
Correct.
You only have to give interviews, you only have to explain the things that you have already worked on, right? And I understand that you find it difficult to express, but say for example there is simple question of arrays, right? And you have to explain its solution, so you don't have to do much, just take the pen and paper. And it's very important that while you do practice for the placements, you use pen and paper, because I saw a lot of people who just used to do everything in their head, and they're perfect, very bright people. They know how the solution would work and they know everything, but they were very, it was difficult for them to explain on pen and paper. So right from the beginning of placements, when you start preparing for placements, it's important that you have a pen and paper, and kitni bhi simple problem ho, you make sure that you're writing it, and maybe talking to yourself, maybe talking to somebody who's your friend or anybody. You make sure that you are habitual of using pen and paper, first of all. Secondly, you need to think aloud, because when you are given a problem, the interviewer is not looking for the optimal solution to that, कि आप एक बार में प्रश्न दिया, आप उसका एकदम आंसर ऐसे दे देंगे और बिल्कुल एकदम क्लीन स्लेट होगी, कोई कैलकुलेशन ऐसा नहीं होता. सो बेसिकली वो देख रहे हैं कि आप कैसे अप्रोच कर रहे हो एक प्रॉब्लम को, क्योंकि आफ्टर ऑल व्हेन यू विल बी वर्किंग इन इंडस्ट्री, कोई भी एक वेल डिफाइंड प्रॉब्लम तो होगी, लेकिन उसका वेल डिफाइंड सोल्यूशन आपको निकालना है. So the way you approach a solution is very important. So think aloud, मतलब उनको बताइए कि this is the solution. मेरे हिसाब से इसमें Q use होगी, मेरे हिसाब से इसमें stack use हो सकती है, या इसमें linked list use कर सकते हैं, Q use कर सकते हैं, because you have studied all of this previously. So make sure pen and paper use करने की habit डालें, and make sure that you think aloud. And कुछ लोग बहुत difficult, मतलब they find it very difficult to do the eye contact. So before, while you are preparing for placements, make sure that you are sitting with somebody. Maybe you just try to explain him, तो वो थोड़ा सा मॉक अगर हो जाएगा ना, नॉट कि किसी बड़े के साथ ही बैठना, किसी के साथ भी, मतलब यू कैन सिट विद योर फ्रेंड, यू कैन जस्ट ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन कैसे. तो वो 1 2 बार 3 बार करेंगे तो वो आदत हो जाती है. बट इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट you discuss questions, क्योंकि while discussing questions तो ये चीज़ें बहुत ही comfortable आप हो जाएंगे. Third thing that you mentioned कि language barriers, तो मेरे हिसाब से language barrier, as long as you are not going for the profiles which require कि language की English ही होना चाहिए, जैसे generalist is something कि उसमें आपका presentation skills, the way you speak your language, वो matter करती है. but आप जा रहे हैं developer role के लिए, वहाँ पे ठीक है प्रेजेंटेशंस देनी पड़ेंगी, वो बाद में हो जाती हैं, वो सब कर लेते हैं. बट अभी के लिए ऐसा नहीं है कि वो आपको ये देख रहे हैं कि हाउ वेल यू स्पीक इंग्लिश, नहीं, वो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं देख रहे हैं. तो एज लॉन्ग एज यूर इंटरव्यूअर एंड यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन एनी लैंग्वेज, से हिंदी, तो आप हिंदी में जवाब दीजिए. एंड आई हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ माई while teaching there, I saw a lot of my students who excelled very well. भले ही उनको इंग्लिश नहीं आती थी, बट उनकी टेक्निकल स्किल्स और उनकी कोर कंप्यूटर साइंस सब्जेक्ट्स इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग थे कि they just went for the interview and they said कि will it be fine if I talk in English, if I talk in Hindi only, या if I talk मतलब a combined of both Hindi and English, would that be fine? And interviewers have been on that chair where you are right now, so they just try to make you feel comfortable. They only want people who have a command over technical skills and who are very humble. That, not कि आप English अच्छा बोलते हो.
Exactly, I think very amazing advice, क्योंकि वो evaluate ही आपको किसी और skills पे कर रहे हैं and you are trying to
Right.
master any other skill. So English is just an optional thing which is good to have, but definitely अगर आपकी technical capabilities और वो skill set है, then this shouldn't be a barrier. And
Right.
this is where you have very exactly as in correctly mentioned that क्योंकि इंटरव्यूअर भी कभी आपकी सीट पे बैठे थे, वो
Right.
चीज़ फेस कर चुके हैं. एंड आई थिंक what I have at least felt at least at good companies interviewer are very very considerate. They are very very friendly by nature, so they understand your pain points and try to help you. So as you mentioned out कि आप if you speak about your solutions aloud, if you talk and discuss things with the interviewer, they will be able to help you out and give you thoughts on that. And
Right.
even if you are very shy by nature, use your hands in like writing as the communication method. जैसे आपने mention किया, pen
Right.
paper रहेगा, they will be able to see and guide you कि अच्छा ये कर रहे हो, ठीक है, maybe try this thing, or maybe they can see on that paper or judge you कि हाँ यार maybe बोल नहीं पा रहे अपने solution को, but whatever he is doing on paper is doing correctly.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, so at the end of the day they are looking for someone जो उनके लिए वो scalable products बना दे, और मतलब they are looking for a developer profile and not for the who is a public relations person. So presentation and everything can be dealt and everything can be learned on the way on the job itself. So yeah, a very very good advice over there. Folks, I hope आपको ये part 1 काफ़ी अच्छा लगा होगा. If you really enjoyed this video, press the like button, share it among your friends जिनके लिए भी ये वीडियो काफ़ी यूजफुल होने वाला है, who are aspiring software developers who want to crack companies like Adobe and other, and who want to do and crack on those interviews. Please share these videos as much as possible and let me know in the comment section below what more you want in the next set of podcasts and next set of videos. Who you want me to bring as a guest and who do you want to uncover their life journey and their life achievements and their perspective. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.